Hey there, traders. Thanks for joining me this week for the market video. Coming at you with a look at the indices here and some key levels and just kind of what's going on in the broad market out there. You know, it was a big weekend here for the Stock Bandit this weekend. It celebrated the 10th birthday, so been serving traders now for over a decade, and that's a pretty neat little milestone and something to be proud of. But the work is never done. It's always about trying to find new ways to convey ideas and ways to help you improve in your trading. So let's take a look here at the broad market. We're going to start off here with the NASDAQ. And it's kind of been moving in a rhythm. We saw about a 7-day advance here before a little bit of lateral movement. Then we saw about a 5-day advance here before some rest kicked in. And now we're on about a 6-day move here. And so, it's kind of been moving in this rhythm here. And does that mean that we can't extend this run? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But now we are up here challenging the high set right back here in early March, 43.71. We actually got just barely through that on Thursday. It's 43.72. So technically we did just make a higher high, but we have yet to really close above that level and put it in the rearview mirror. Now we did see heavy volume across the board on Friday. That was just due to index rebalancing that takes place in the month of June, as well as option expiration. And so not a real big surprise here to see that mega volume take place. It really came with nothing significant in terms of the technical price action. We saw narrow range bars and not a whole lot of big momentum. So it's not like the bulls just woke up on Friday and said, let's go crazy here and buy everything in sight. That's not what occurred. So for the NASDAQ here, we have challenge this resistance, and in the days ahead, this is going to be the big area to watch, 43.71. See if we can close above that level and kind of accelerate from there. If not, do we pull back here and continue to deal with this 42.86 area that was kind of a prior high that we pulled back and tested here just 2 weeks ago? So that's going to be kind of this the downside level to watch for the NASDAQ. But on the week, up 1.3%. It was definitely a solid performance there. S&P 500 on a little 6-day winning streak, so it went 5 for 5 last week. Also tacked on 1.3%. It was a solid move here. We actually took out this prior high, which was 1955, so we closed at 1962. Not a big breakout, but here again, persistent strength and that option-related expiration volume that we saw. So big volume there, but nothing real significant. It was a pretty narrow range bar. We saw a 4-point range from the low to the high on Friday. So it really was a whole lot of nothing. It was just up 3 points and change. And so 1963 is the high from Friday. We'll see if that can hold. We did pull back here to 1925 here earlier in the month, and so if we do see any pullback, let's see if that level gets respected or not. For the Russell, this index put together a solid week, up 2.2%. We had pushed north of this 1160 level that had been resistance there, and we finally jumped through it here a couple weeks ago, pulled back and challenged it and kind of tested it for a couple days there, and then we've seen a nice lift since then, and that was kind of the continuation move last week. We also pushed north of this high right here, which was 1179. So to see a close above that by 9 points and change, that's definitely solid. We're coming into this next big level here though. That's 1193. Beyond that, we've got this 1208, and then we've got the high up here at 1212. So those are the next big levels to watch. We'll see how these streaks get impacted. Coming off, a nice 6-day move as we're coming into the next level of resistance. So there's still plenty of overhead here for the Russell, but the fact is we've been seeing these higher lows carved out, and with each higher high that we're making, okay, there's a push to a higher high, and last week we just saw another one through that 1179. That's confirming each of these higher lows, and so that's extremely positive to see. The bulls are doing what they need to do, and so to see the speculation kind of starting to return in the small caps, certainly a positive thing. And then finally we've got the Dow, which also had that big heavy expiration related volume, and also has now gone 6 for 6, including 5 for 5 last week. We had the high right up here at 16,970, and we got 8 points north of that on Friday, so not much of a breakout there intraday. In fact, we pulled back and closed back beneath that level at 16,947. But we've got some support in here that we've recently seen respected here for the Dow, as well as some resistance. So we're kind of caught in this little range here, but overall the trend is still up. No reason to fight it, and the bulls definitely remain in charge. If you're looking for some trade ideas to add to your own, come by the site and sign up for the free trial if you haven't had it. It's a great way to kind of kick the tires and see what's going on. But the whole idea is for me to kind of convey my ideas to you. I'm sharing my trading plan with you, but I'm also available as a resource to answer questions and help you however you need it. So thanks again for joining me for this video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and hit them hard this week. Trade like a bandit. I'll see you soon with the next update.